There we go.
There
Hello.
we go. Scuffed.
Scuffed as fuck as always. Oh yeah, shit, I loved it. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, you wanted to show something there, yeah.
Da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Well, camera, behave. Okay,
Can't even see you.
okay, there we go.
Okay.
Anyhow,
I
hello,
can't even
Proudmoore.
see you.
What do you mean you can't see me? I'm right here.
Okay, strange.
Oh, you mean? Oh, not my actual camera, bro. I'd break the stream if I did that. Nobody wants to see this fucking ugly ass face, man. Hello, Proudmoore. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hopefully, everyone could hear everyone okay. I'm starting to think, should we have some background music?
Yeah, but you could just let the in-game music run. It's really peaceful, so.
True. Or we could just do
Mulgar
this.
theme, really awesome.
Just have the World of Warcraft theme in the background.
No, the Mulgar theme, just
Oh, the Mulgar
make
theme.
the
Oh yeah.
in-game sounds.
Yeah. Do I even have in-game audio turned on?
No.
Of course I don't. There we go.
Awesome. Awesome.
Living up to our scuffed nature as always. So, hello, Proudmoore. Why? Oh, sound in background. That's better because I'm going to be tabbing in and out a lot.
So, oh, wrong key. Just wave. Just wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. So, do we need introductions again, or is it like everybody knows who we are? Anyway, we'll just go do it. Well, I'm Sila. I am the administrator and co-project lead of Proudmoore, and we have...
Yeah, and I'm Vincent, former CM, now social media manager of Proudmoore.
Yeah, we sacked him. He's doing shit. I'm only kidding. Only kidding. So, this will not be as huge as the last community voice stream we did, which I think, if I remember correctly, was about 3 hours long.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that was it was a lot. It was a lot. So we do have some updates we want to give you guys. Obviously, we do believe, given all the feedback that we've received about the community voice streams now, I know a lot of people have also gave myself and Vinny personal feedback, saying that they feel the communication from staff level is probably not as best as it could be. I will wholeheartedly apologize for that. We are continuously working and improving the server to the best of our ability, which obviously sometimes means things like community voice streams and such get put on delay. I've been a bit more removed from the Discord myself because I've been focusing a lot on trying to finalize some features. There are a lot of things coming. A lot of key fundamental changes and quite a lot of bug fixes that we really need to get on top of before we hit launch. Now, luckily enough, these bugs that we have seen are not entirely detrimental, but especially when it comes to Mythic Plus, it does make it very difficult. So we are working on that itself. I need to pull up the... I need to pull up our little agenda that Vinny made, because I am terrible with keeping notes of things. You all good, brother?
I'm good.
You sitting there giggling away?
Yeah, pretty much, like always.
So I think we'll maybe jump up a little bit. We'll probably go to line 3 and 4 first, because that's, you know, to me that makes a bit more sense. So regarding what Vinny said there about the former community manager. So, guys, this is not a bad thing. This is a bit of a restructure from the lead level, which Vinny has been very open to. Vinny's also fully accepted it. He's happy with it. At least I'd hope he's happy with it. If he's not happy with it, then fuck me, I've done something wrong.
No, I'm completely happy with that. So, community management is a lot of stress. I mean, I'm still helping in that regard. You know, you will still see me doing announcements from time to time. You know, social media manager stuff, social media manager stuff.
Exactly.
Nah, it's just super stressful, and yeah, I'm much happier in that position. So
Yeah, definitely. I think what we can do while I talk about this next part, maybe can you post the links again to the socials in the Twitch chat if you don't mind, Vinny?
yeah, sure. Give me a second.
Because you know me, when I start talking, I start pacing. I'm
Yeah.
currently a bit away from my PC right now. So,
Yeah, no problem.
like Vinny said there, Vinny obviously came onto the project. Funnily enough, he actually came on because I asked him to. Me and Vinny go way back. We've worked on White Mane. We did a little bit of... we didn't really do work together on Hateforge, but I know that I was involved with spreading the word out there for Hateforge itself. And with that, me and Vinny have always maintained a really good friendship together. We've, worked on quite a few projects together. And when Vinny was around doing content for Proudmoore, to me, obviously that was the time I got made administrator, so I needed someone to fill in the role that I was doing, because as for the OGs that know, I was the original community manager. Now, Vinny has done an absolutely smashing job with the community management side of things. He's picked up a lot of stuff when I've not been there. If everyone remembers the PTR disaster when it just opened and it kept crashing every 5 minutes, Vinny took the stand and dealt with it himself because I was dragged away to get clothes shopping. Do you know, actually, I just realised as well. Yeah, that's fine. So Vinny has done absolutely fantastic. Not only has he done his community manager role perfectly and above expectations of everyone, he's also taken up the social media side of things. All these links that you guys see, the only thing that Vinny did not create...
It's wrong.
Fair enough. The only thing that Vinny did not create was the Twitch channel, because I made that. But everything else, the YouTube, the Reddit account, the TikTok, the Instagram, all of that was made by our amazing Vincent. So it would really, really help us out, guys, if you do jump onto the socials, give us some likes, give us some follows, because it really helps us push out to more audience. Obviously, right now, in terms of growth for the server, I know this is something that's been brought up a few times. When's Proudmoore going to start doing advertisements? When Proudmoore going to start pushing really hard? And guys, up until this point, we still haven't done any advertisement. The fact that we have, I think we hit the 800 mark, didn't we? Yeah, we officially hit the 800 mark of members today. All of that is through natural growth. There has been no one that has promoted us, other than obviously there's a few videos out there about us. Vincent, for example. Big shout out to Vinny again for doing all of his work, because not only is he doing the community manager social media stuff for Proudmoore, he is also a content creator himself. So if you guys do want to see some more content from Vinny, I'm sure he's going to have more lined up on his own stuff, for personal projects. Definitely we'll plug Vinny here as well. So please give him a shout. Give him some love for that. We also have had Matrix, for example, has left his video up about us, and we're wholeheartedly grateful for the fact that he's still, even though he's not active within us, he still has his video there to help us out. So that's a big happy, and I've spoke to a few players who have came from his stream, or sorry, not his stream, sorry, his video, who are really excited for the project. So, with this being said, obviously that's community manager side and social media manager covered by Vinny, and in all honesty, that's a lot of work for one person. So we felt as a project and as a lead team, because although Vinny was the community manager and the social media manager, he's also been a very close advisor to myself, because Vinny has done the advisor role before, or sorry, not advisor, the admin role. And that's why most of the time me and Vinny are pretty much nearly on a daily basis, we're in phone calls. just talking about the project and trying to make things work. You know, trying to think of new strategies going forward to help us push ourselves to where we want to be. Yeah, Vinny has it all, Aretha. So with that in mind, you know, Vinny and I were speaking quite a lot, and we decided one of the best things for us to do, I'm sitting AFK again, and now I'm floating.
Fantastic. I don't
Love
even
it.
see you on my screen, so that's also funny. So just a wave again.
Oh, am I still invisible to you? Oh shit, so I
Yes.
am. There we go, is that better?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, much better.
Sorry about that. So with that being said, we decided we needed someone to pick up the reins of the community manager. And so to that we looked at our staff itself, because community manager is one of those roles that ideally you have to hit the ground running and you have to know what you're doing. It's one of those roles that is very impactful from a community perspective side, considering we are player first. Any kind of issue that is brought up or any kind of problem that is caused, the first person that's going to hear about it is going to be the community manager. So we needed someone who has shown that they are dedicated to the community themselves. They put the community at the heart of everything that we do. And so we looked at our whole team, and a lot of GMs popped up as being good candidates for it. However, they were mostly still very new to the project itself in terms of being staff. And so we looked to our moderators. And out of our moderators, bear in mind, we have 4 moderators currently. 2 of them are completely voluntary, as in they're just here to help out. 2 of them are active. And 1 of them stood apart from all of them. So it is our greatest pleasure to announce that Aretha actually said your name right this time. Aretha has stepped up to the task and has become the new community manager of Proudmoore. So going forward, Aretha will have a lot of assistance from myself and Vinny. We've already agreed that we're all going to keep close in this, so hopefully for the next community voice streams we will see Aretha join us to have some chats, especially with all of you guys. You will see her pretty active within the Discord itself. She's just back from vacation, so please be nice to her. You know, she's very tired from her trip. But other than that, we welcome Aretha into the team, fully into the lead level. And yeah, she's shown a great deal of promise. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You did take a few days off. So she's came back. She already has a full absence report. She's going for disciplinary hearings in a few minutes. But other than that, thank you again, Aretha, for your dedication to the project itself. And we're looking forward to working closely with you on this one, especially at the lead level. So, what does that mean for Vinny here? Vinny is going to be stepping into the social media manager side, so he's primarily going to be focusing on the socials themselves, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Reddit, but also he will partake in an advisor-style role towards myself. So anything that I need, if it's about the running of the project itself, it will probably be Vinny that I will have the conference with. Yeah, Vinny can breathe now. And with that, Vinny's been breathing for a while, so now Vinny can talk.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, quick, right? No, I'm really glad, and I think Aretha will also do a fantastic job. She already did a fantastic job. I think some of you already noticed, right? Before the vacation, she often played games in the voice channels with our community. Helped with stuff, answered questions. This is already a huge chunk of what a community manager should do, right? So was, in my opinion, at least on my part, a no-brainer to ask her, and I'm glad she accepted. So
Definitely. It's going to be a very, very fun time. Yeah, Aretha, I don't know if we told you, you're also dealing with the, you're also going to be dealing with social media as well for Vinny. Vinny's going to take his vacation now. How many players do you expect on launch day? To be honest, Lethis, we can't answer that yet. If anyone was wondering what that that spraying was, I was spraying air freshener.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Sorry. I know, it was probably really loud. I am very sorry. But anyhow. TikTok dance, let's go. So, but yeah, in terms of population count, Lethis, it's not something we can answer right now because we still haven't ran advertisements. Ideally, for a project, we are hoping for a 1,500 player launch, but whether we get that or not is another story. We don't have the same funding that other projects do. We don't have the same capacity that other projects do compared to other projects themselves, especially as a totally as a staff team. We are very small in comparison. You know, some projects with 800-900 players still have about 40 staff members. We only have 18. So we're underdogs, and it's something that we need to really push, but we believe our features themselves will push us forward. One of them obviously is Mythic Plus, which we are going to talk about in a few minutes because there are some changes coming to it, and finally we can release the scaling values of Mythic Plus itself. So, with that being said, Vinny, what should we discuss now?
Alright, so let me check the notes. Yeah, what we could do is talking about the final version of our Mythic Plus scaling.
Okay. So, without further ado, let me get the correct thing.
There we go.
Yeah, it's this one.
Also, we had really amazing people that helped us throughout our Mythic Plus journey on how to make it better with a lot of data. They put in a lot of work, and without them, we couldn't have done them. And
Yes.
they want to stay anon, so
Yeah.
thank you very much for everything you have done. Like, without you, we couldn't have done this. Like,
Yeah, there was a group of 5 that were helping us with this, but a group of 2 out of them have really stepped forwards, and they didn't ask for anything in return, but they did assist a lot with the coding side of things. So what we can say is now they don't mind us saying where they're from, but what I can say is now our server is made of 20% spaghetti. Or tagliatelle, or sfogliatella. So, but yeah, massive
Nice.
thank you to these guys. These guys have been so amazing with communication as well. Every couple of days they've been giving us new coding to try out. This here, what we're showing on screen, is the final version of the scaling. This is all taken with an assumed health value of bosses at 4.5 million, which obviously, that will change depending on the key level, and taking an average boss duration. With that, they have derived a full scaling spreadsheet for everything that you will need. So you can see here, for example, at key level 1, the HP scaling factor of the mobs is 17.33%. With Tyrannical, that goes up to 46.67%. With HP Unfortified, it's 40.08%. Then we have the damage scaling factors as standard, plus Tyrannical, plus Fortified. So, take a screenshot, guys. Soak this in. What we will say is this will be posted onto the Discord as well, so you guys can see it very clearly. Now, you might be wondering, where did all these numbers come from? I can tell you, these individuals that we are shouting out today have been testing Mythic Plus non-stop since its launch. So if there's any form of... This is why we always say, guys, data is very important. You know, the data screams everything. At first, there was some cases where, okay, we need to figure out our scaling-wise and, you know, figure out the kind of feel, the flow of things. And eventually this is what we settled on. Now, what I will say is you might notice that the key level goes all the way up to 30, which does mean that we have moved away from the Dragonflight squashed system of keys and we've moved to the Legion system instead, meaning that the key difficulty will go up linearly, and then as soon as you hit gold level, it will start scaling up even further from there. And these numbers here clearly show the jumps between each level. So again, I would love to say these guys' names out. They've been absolutely fantastic, but in the idea of keeping them anonymous, because we don't want people to give them any backlash if they don't like it, which, to be honest, everyone who's tried it has said it's really, really great. But they guys know who they are. We bow down to you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. We cannot thank you enough. We would never have been able to get M+ off, you know, on a good scaling basis. And hopefully we will be able to work with you guys again in the future for the other Mythic Plus seasons. But obviously that's completely up to them. I mean, these guys have been working tirelessly on it. So at this point, please enjoy the fruits of your labor. And we will hopefully be able to add incremental improvements to it as we go.
Exactly.
In terms of Mythic Plus itself, 4 changes. So, there is something that we are going to be adding into Mythic Plus, which does bring us more in line with retail. And what this will do is first of all, I'm going to shout out a few people here. I'm not going to say their names. They know who they are. The fact that you were able to skip 80% of the mob packs in Lost City of the Tol'vir genuinely gave me the fear.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
It was an
Really
amazing
cool.
it was such an optimized run, but holy shit, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. So, what is coming to Mythic Plus? First of all, required boss kills. This is something that we should have had enabled from the beginning, but due to a bit of a miscommunication between ourselves and the developers, right now, only the final boss is required to be killed, which is not intended. You should be able to kill these bosses in any order you want, if you can get to them that way. But all bosses on the dungeon journal should be marked as required to kill. So that is being implemented as we speak. And the second thing is regarding the enemy force count. Yeah, shout out to Halls of Origination. You got it, white man. With that being said, what I can say on the back of it is we are going to be implementing an enemy forces count. We're still figuring out the final details of how it works. It might mean that timers need to be adjusted, but in the grand scheme of things, how it is going to work is there's going to be a set amount of mobs in the dungeon that you must kill in order to satisfy the condition for completion. So remember, Mythic Plus has 3 conditions for upgrading your key, but in terms of completion, it only has 2 conditions. The 2 conditions are bosses killed and enemy forces met. So we, the GM team, myself, Vinny as well, we have poured in a lot of work to grab the data from all the dungeons themselves, so that we can obviously check how many mobs are in the dungeon, what kind of routes would people be running, and start to come up with an enemy forces count from there. So, over the next couple of weeks, while we are obviously going to start ramping up to get ready for launch, because we are now we're just a few days away from 1 month to launch. With that being said, we are going to be releasing new updates to the add-on, which Smobers and Hiki have been absolutely fantastic. I think right now it's mostly been Smobers. Am I right in saying that, Vinny? It's mostly been Smobers that's been doing it, with Hiki's guidance. So, I could be wrong. But we will be releasing a new version of the add-on shortly, guys. This is going to first of all, include a few new features. So one of which is a very commonly requested one, which I think is already in the current version. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vinny. The one on the add-on portal is the key depletion. So we had a lot of really critical feedback saying that if you get stuck on a key level, it wasn't fair to completely reset the key down to 1 and start grinding again. So we've implemented in a button which will allow you to decrease your key level by 1. And I think my version of the add-on has this. So it does. So I'll show that right now. Let me just get rid of the scaling. So as you can see, it shows here that there's a key level -1 button here. Also, I'm just going to be funny. Let's get everyone to say hi to the stream. Hopefully nobody says something nasty. But yeah, as you can see here, keystone -1. There's also a new button here regarding the... oh, I'm not even... Yeah, that's true. I'm not even using the right version because we've updated the... Do you know what? Do you know what? You know what? Give me 1 second.
You do it live, yeah?
Yeah, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. This is the stream has been brought to you by Raid Bug Spray.
Jeez. Raid Shady Lemons.
Raid Shady Lemons. Give me a second, guys. We will be right back after these messages. Vinny, this is where you start filling the stream with fluff.
No worries. It's just yeah. So of course, we will provide you with the updated version of the Mythic Plus add-on, right? So you can always find the most up-to-date version in our add-ons channel, and often then in the community updates channel and in the Mythic Plus explanation channel as well. But don't worry, you don't need to update now. We will ping you then, of course. So we always need to make sure when we have a new version of the add-on that it all works right. Some bug testing before we push that out to everyone.
Yep, we're back.
Awesome.
Okay, right, let's get logged back in. Don't mind the Lua error. So, there we go. Now Smobers cannot be angry at me.
There we go. And you will also see the new currency names there. It's also something we can go over.
Yes, exactly. So, we, hello Levalis. We got some feedback that the currency names that we had originally. So, oh yeah, I'm invisible again. There we go. We got feedback that the current currency names that we had, so Mythic Bronze, Mythic Silver, Mythic Gold, was a bit too confusing because, you know, the actual currency used for example, the auction house is Bronze, Silver, and Gold. So, do you know what? I would love to, I don't know if it can be heard, but I'm going to give a round of applause to, for example, White Man here, aka Proud Man, who's the one that gave the suggestion for the new names, and we've settled on the names that he has provided. Your bronze currency is now called a Fragment of Chaos, your silver is an Orb of Destruction, and your gold is a Scale of Deathwing. So, thank you, Proud Man. We respect you for your services. We appreciate your creativeness.
Yeah, input, yes.
Yep. And yeah, so with that being said, there are a few more changes to the add-on itself, which I don't think I can show with this version. I will try. It might not work. Vinny, if you can accept that, please.
Yes.
So, if, for example, I try and start a dungeon... there we go! Look at that! Look at the top of the screen! What do you see?
Awesome. That looks really good. The ready check there.
Oh, State and Skoya, but you're the one that posted it. Okay, please thank State and Skoya as well, because they both are amazing. But look at that! There's a ready check! Now you can tell who's slacking.
Haha. Maybe I should have declined there, but...
yeah, maybe
yeah.
I should have.
Let's do it again then, no problem.
All right, GM run of Deadmines Mythic. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, don't
Anyhow,
mind the dudettes standing around there. That's normal when you are in GM mode.
yeah, that's GM mode, right? Where's Vinny? Vinny is still inside. Vinny.
Yeah. Teleport back, then we can do this.
But yeah, if State and Scoy are the ones that came up with the names, then, you know, fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys, this is what GM mode actually shows you if you're in a dungeon. If anyone wondered what a GM sees, that's what it sees. If I turn GM mode off, as you can see, yeah, it's back to normal. Are you back at the location?
Yeah, no, I'm outside the dungeon, but I can go there, no problem.
Yeah, can you please?
Yeah, give me a second.
So yeah, that was that was a if anyone wondered what a GM version of a dungeon would look like, that'd be it. Why am I fast? Because I have the power. Because I can set my speed. Anyhow. I'm going to assume that Vinny is in the right area now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No,
I see him.
no, you can though. No, you can.
Oh, okay. Hey! So, detour aside, please don't accept this run this time.
Yes.
So
Yes,
as you can see, Smo and Hiki have made a ready check now, so you guys can see who exactly has not accepted the run. Smo, correct me if I'm wrong, there's also going to be a... Smo's listening into the stream from in-game. If I remember correctly, there will be a error message that will pop up saying that someone might have an out-of-date version of the add-on. Or no add-on at all. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Smo. So we'll get that in place for you guys. But yeah, so Mythic Plus is constantly improving. And with that being said, we will, hopefully once Smo is ready, we will commit the new change and we'll probably give you guys a new Lua file to put in. We'll give some step-by-step instructions of how to update the add-on. Anything you want to say about Mythic Plus, Vinny?
No. Give me a second. No, we pretty much covered everything, especially on the last one, right? We also have videos on our socials about the Mythic Plus system. I mean, if you still have questions, you can put them in the live stream, and then we will go over at the Q&A section then. But I would say let's move on to the next point.
Okay, and that should be the GitHub.
If you want that, we could also do the other one as well, if you want.
What am I missing?
Dampening.
Oh, yes, dampening. Dampening. So, we are on the 4.3.4 version of Cataclysm, which also means we have the 4.3.4 balancing. Now, that does mean that certain content, for example, Tier 11 and Tier 12, can be a bit more trivial because we have, obviously, you know, the quote-quote stable version of the class balancing. So with that in mind, I gathered up a bunch of players from all sorts of Cataclysm servers. Primarily there was 3 servers that was rounded up from. And I spoke to the guys who are more on the casual level, the guys who are on the hardcore level, the guys who are on the Realm First level. And we have settled on a scaling value. And now I need to find where the hell the scaling value is, because I had it in my notes somewhere.
Give me a second.
Doing it live.
Yeah, don't worry. I mean, we have so much here.
Found it. So,
awesome.
As you guys know, I'm going to mention it even though it is a flagship feature that will probably get forgotten about, unfortunately. It's just the way of things. Casual raid is obviously a 25% nerf of normal raid. But with that being said, normal is very, very easy at the very start. of a server that is on a updated balancing cycle. So, how did we counteract that? Well, we're going to scale normal mode. Or sorry, should I say, we're going to dampen normal mode. So, normal should feel more in line with what has been proposed from other servers. Other servers would just kind of leave it vanilla. We have instead decided that we are going to add a damage dealt and a healing done reduction to help bring the difficulty back into where it should have been on 4.0.6 and so on and so forth for tier 11. And for normal mode, the damage dealt reduction, so the players will be doing the players will do 22.5% less damage to a boss, and the healers will also heal 20% less. This is normal mode. And we've ran through a bunch of data, a bunch of figures. This seems to be what the difference between damage and healing is from 4.0.6 perspective to 4.3 in terms of just talent changes alone. For heroic mode, we will have dampening, and the dampening will be 27.5% for damage dealt and 25% healing done reduction. So, if you go into Heroic, your character will do 27.5% less damage and 25% less healing. After Realm First has been claimed, we will start looking to taper this off and bring it back to the normal value, which means basically we will be removing the dampening probably a little bit after Realm First has been completed. The main reason why the dampening has been in there is to try and protect the difficulty curve and to try and give some integrity to the progression path. I think that's all we need to cover for dampening, right?
Yes. Give me a signal, I will write you something.
Okay.
So. You know, if we want to share something there, maybe it's a good moment to do so as well.
Yeah, we will. So, that is a good point. Funding the server is something that has been on a lot of our minds recently, guys. And there's one feature that our partners at Twinstar would like us to implement. Now, originally we were very much on the lines of saying we don't want it. But we have came to a compromise on it, so it's regarding character auction. Now, character auction itself, bear in mind, Proudmoore is committed to zero pay to win. With that in mind, character auction sits in a very grey area. So is character auction pay to win? It is both yes and no, but more tapering towards no. With character auction, it isn't pay to win for it isn't pay to win for the seller, but for the buyer it can technically be seen as such. So our ideal proposition for this is we will most likely turn it on for a while after the Realm First progression has been completed, and before the 4.2 patch comes out, we will turn it back off again. And then obviously after Firelands is in full swing, we'll then turn it back on. And when Dragon Soul comes out, we'll turn it off again. After the Realm First has been done, we will then allow Realm First to run for a bit, and then we'll turn it back on, and it will probably be there permanently afterwards. Is the dampening the same for 10 and 25? So, Skoya, the dampening was taken in mind from a 25-man perspective, because... Sorry, a 10-man perspective, because 25-man is much easier. But yes, it will have the same scaling for both. $10-man is actually harder, my bad. It's 25-man that was much easier. So that was that part there. Should we move on to the bug reporting?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, with that being in mind, guys, I'm going to share my screen one more time here. You might remember this. If I can... There we go. You might remember this here. This was our Trello board, which we were cataloging our tasks and our stuff on, basically. This is what we would use to kind of track, you know, where we need to do with things, and, you know, any kind of fixes that we need to do could go here. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, can you please do like some sort of changelog? Can you please do some sort of bug fix type style? So we came to a compromise of it, and we have made a GitHub. So the GitHub itself will only be accessible to GMs. So any kind of bug reporting that you guys will do, if you have any bugs to report, please continue to use the Discord tickets for now, and we will move it over to GitHub. And when these things have been fixed, we will then advise that the task has been closed off and people can go in and try it again. So with that being said, we might be able to get a changelog done as well for, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Vinny, there's a Discord bot for GitHub for changelog stuff, right?
I'm not sure, but we can look into this.
Okay,
no problem.
Worries. So there are a few things here that have already been reported by players. The keen-eyed will probably have seen their tickets, their Discord report already here. So, with that being said, I think that's really all we have to cover, right?
Yes, these were the biggest parts, right? So if you guys have any questions, now we would go over them. I also saw one. Should we start with that?
If it's one from Skoy, I've answered it.
It's from Leafis. Leafis asked...
yeah, I answered that
exactly.
one a while ago.
Yeah, I mean... Okay, fair enough.
Should we answer it again?
Yeah.
Okay, so player count. So obviously our Discord server is showing as 800 members, which I understand for a lot of people doesn't look very great. But bear in mind, this has just been natural growth. We've not run a single bit of advertisement. Our partner project, our partners at Twinstar are going to be doing a ad campaign. You know, so that we can obviously bring in more players, bring up the hype for the server. Name reservations, guild reservations, I believe these will both fall into the same thing, and it will be handled via the account manager, which will be coming out very soon. We'll definitely have it ready before launch itself.
Yes, and the guild, in specific the guild reservation, if you have a guild posting on our Discord, you get the guild master rank rule, however you want to call it, and then we will also look that we, on launch, your guild will be created then.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If it comes to it and we can't find a physical way to do it through the system, obviously I have the rank to be able to create guilds as I wish, so I can do it for the people who are guild masters. Any info on M+ vendors? So we have passed over the whole list to our head admin. Well, I say head admin. He's our back-end admin, Genesec. We are currently awaiting the currency to be fully scripted onto the vendors, and then the vendors will be added. There will probably be quite a few of them, though, so keep that in mind. Maybe we should probably mention the other thing that we're planning as well, Vinny, for Mythic Plus.
Sure.
Right. We're a cross-faction server, and with that in mind, sometimes gathering a party up to go do a dungeon is a pain in the ass. Unlike retail, we don't have the 10-second start timer for Mythic Plus. So what we are intending to do is to utilize the Dalaran underbelly and turn it into a Mythic Plus gathering hub. So the Mythic Plus gathering hub will be a sanctuary, of course, where all of you can gather, you can prepare your buffs, you can get your food buffs all out, that we will provide vendors there for you guys to repair your gear, some basic food and water vendors, an auction house, a mailbox, and all that. And we'll probably most likely even put the Mythic Plus vendors there as well. because the towns can get very clogged up. We will have an NPC to teleport you guys straight there. I'm sorry, mages, you're going to get scunnered yet again. Remember the days where you used to be selling portals for 1 gold? Selling portals? Selling water? So, apologies, but with that being said, we will, once the vendors are ready, we will be adding them as well as getting the gathering hub ready for you guys. Because it is obviously in a sanctuary as well, does mean that you don't need to worry about getting ganked at a dungeon entrance, and given the way that Mythic Plus works, you're going to get teleported to the instance anyway.
So, give me a second. NATO asks, will the PTR still be up while the main server's live? Omolon already is set properly, but maybe we could go into more detail.
Yeah, so the Kata PTR, so the Athena version, is the one that we will utilize as a PTR ground once we have fully launched. All of the characters that we have, well, we're trying to, for all the characters that we have on the Proudmoore PTR, will be shifted over to the Kata PTR itself. So there will still be a PTR available regardless. You know, use it as a way for you guys to test out classes, you know, to test out, you know, find something that you like, for example. That would be a good way to use it. Obviously, bear in mind it is a PTR, so it will tend to fall behind when it comes to patching. You know, any kind of fix that we do to the Proudmoore PTR, it might not be, or even on the Proudmoore Live Realm, will probably not be on the Kata PTR one, but more details of that when it happens.
Exactly. Give me a second. I'm just looking through the community feedback channel. Okay.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, now is the best time to ask it while me and Vinny are here.
Yeah, I think we answered most of them. So, yeah, again, if you have... will there be any other Mythic Plus dungeons apart from the Kata ones we have so far?
We're toying with the idea of time walking as a Mythic Plus option, but it probably will not be done until very late into the life cycle of Proudmoore. So think about dungeons like Pet of Sauron. If I had to make Muradin as an M plus dungeon, I would die on the inside. I hate Muradin. We could make Ragefire Caverns into a Mythic Plus dungeon. That would be bloody hilarious. But yeah, we are potentially going to be looking at older content dungeons to be scaled up to Mythic Plus level.
Awesome.
So thank you for that question.
There was something I wanted to say. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Alodia.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin manager is here. Bottle Pets. Battle Pets needs a custom patch. So that's something we cannot do.
Yeah. Yeah, also about the... I know this is... I saw this question quite often, or this topic in the Discord with the population, right? I mean, I completely get your guys' concern there. But again, all the growth we have seen, you have to bear in mind we were nuked, right? Our old admin nuked all our stuff, you know, our social medias. And we have rebuilt, and now we are back to 800. And also, this is... I am getting in trouble most likely for saying this, but the old Discord was botted by our old admin. So we had no idea how many people are actually or were in there. Now these are all organic people. So, I mean, this is steady growth. It's literally growing each day. And this is just by word of mouth, by you guys sharing it with your friends, through all the videos from the content creators like Matrix, Ramatra, Captain, myself, and then our socials as well, because there's pretty much almost daily a short put on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Reddit as well. And on the Reddit, there are also a lot of eyes, so that's all organic. I know it's still not that huge, but you have to bear this in mind, right? So if you want to help, please, like we said before, interact with the videos, comment, like, this all helps. This all helps. Yeah, sorry, just wanted to go over this again.
That's fine. It's fine.
So let me check.
It's fine. You can expect your final paycheck tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. So there's another one here from Rog. So, is there any plans of moving the game version to Cata Classic in the future? No. And there's two reasons for that. One, there's not really a good version of the core available. The current 4.4 client is ripped from owned core, and it is extremely buggy. And secondly, the Twin Star core that we are using, the Athena core, even though it does have a few problems with it, it is a far more stable core than one that we could get open source. We are basically being given the ability to run Proudmoore without paying the exorbitant amount to obtain a core.
Yes. This comes, of course, with all its benefits and also its downsides.
Yep, definitely. Definitely. Now, obviously, there are some features from the 4.4 client we'd absolutely love to use, but we can't. And that's the sad part about it. Because we need a custom patch. Is there any other questions for us today, guys?
Can't see currently any.
Anything in live chat at all?
Yeah, give us a few
Yeah,
seconds.
we've already went over the M+ vendor stuff.
Yes.
So again, it's still pending full implementation. But all the documents for it is ready.
Let me have a look here. Proudman says, make Prot Warrior great again.
Wait, where?
In our Discord.
In community voice?
No, in VIP.
Make Prot War great again. Prot War is fine! Just people don't want it. God damn! But yeah, we'll cover we'll cover the M+ vendors again super quickly for those just tuning in. We've got the list of all the items that we are going to be putting on the M+ store. The only thing that we need right now is for our developers to create the NPC, take all the documentation that we've gave and add it into the list.
Yeah.
Nerf 4.0.6. Wait, okay. Will there be buffs for HC bosses? We're adding in player dampening, Rodgy, so the exact values are... let's see. Where's my list here again? So we're doing player dampening for normal and heroic dungeons. Oh, sorry, not dungeons, raids. So in normal dungeons, until Realm First has been completed, Players will do 22.5% less damage and heal for 20% less. In Heroic, again, this will stay until Realm First and then be tapered off. Players will do 27.5% less damage and 25% less healing. This is obviously to keep in mind with the fact that that content is obviously from 4.0.6, and we're on 4.3 balancing. I've got the chat open as well now. Have y'all decided what kind of stuff is going on the cosmetic store? We're pretty much going to take what's on the Twin Star store, and we're going to add a few more things to it if we need to. Will we see more M+ dungeons, for example, OK or Pure Cataclysm? We're toying with the idea of time walking M+ at the end of the lifespan. So more to come on that in about a year.
Yeah, that will take a bit of time. Yeah, I mean, why not if we can do this right? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a really hyped thing in retail, so probably would work here as well inside of the landscape. Obviously, it would mean that there has to be a lot more work done for, you know, because we need to obviously scale those mobs up to 85, and then, you know, apply the M+ dampening on top of it.
Yeah, and some rewards as well, right?
Yeah, exactly, because we'll need to think about different rewards. You know, got to keep things, you know, fresh and exciting. Make the ancestral tiger. Oh, you mean the spectral tiger, Lavalis? $500? I think we already decided on a price, didn't we?
I think it's not final.
Yeah. It won't be $500, that's for sure, but it definitely will be in the triple digits.
Yeah, it will be 450. No,
$499.99.
What a deal!
What a fucking steal! Holy shit! Nah. So there we go. Elodia's got it. Or for the special price of $1 coin, you will be able to get not one, not two, but 3 spectral tigers. Oh!
Once?
Oh my god! I believe include the other armor variation as well. Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the moaning kind of got a bit out there, didn't it?
What's your favorite dungeon?
See, if I said Dead Mines, would people be mad?
Which one? That would be the question.
The cattle one.
Which version?
I'm only kidding. I don't actually like Dead Mines
Oh,
at all.
Jesus Christ.
I hate Dead Mines. No, my favorite dungeon is Throne of the Tides. Throne of the Tides is definitely my favorite.
Ooh.
Throne of the Tides. I got ooed. Ill. Okay, fair. I mean, okay, that's my favorite dungeons from Grim. So Mr. Blutish's Grim Battle. Grim Battle's a good one as well. If we're talking full Cataclysm dungeons, I have to say End Time is probably another big one for me. Like, I just love the whole aesthetic of End Time. Plus, the fact that when you go kill Murazond, pop all your cooldowns, you say your whole party, yeah, my cooldowns are done. You go reset your cooldowns with the hourglass, and you just go do it again. 5 times, nearly about 2 minutes worth of straight burst. It's like one of my favorite things ever. Shadowfang keeps a good dungeon as well. Quite like Shadowfang. But yeah, is there any other questions for us, guys, or anything else at all? Anything that Vinny wants to add?
Give me a second. I will have a look. No, I don't think there's much more. So, last chance, guys, for the stream at last. I mean, uh, I think you would be mad if I would say, you know, Vanilla 1. That Minds Vanilla version is one of my favorites.
Iconic. Okay, here's a better question. If you were to remove one dungeon from the classic pool, what would it be?
From the Cataclysm or
Vanilla.
Vanilla? Maraudon.
Yep. Same. Yeah. I done it last night.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dad was coming to get the fly swatter bat and
Okay.
asked me if it was working and tried to hit me with it. Dire Maul? I actually didn't mind Dire Maul. What side are we talking though? Dire Maul West was okay. Dire Maul North was pretty fun. Add my teleport companion? No thank you, Elodia. Unless you want to give us one butt coin, then sure, why not?
We could add Elodia's Morpher.
Yeah, exactly. Halls. Volvanius likes Halls of Origination.
Cool.
It's a good one. What?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was it for now, right? And don't worry, guys, this won't be the last community live stream, so...
Yeah. Throughout launch, we're going to keep this up.
Yes. And you will also be able to find the VOD on the Twitch here. We will also upload this on YouTube, and then we make shorts out of it as well to boost our name in the algorithm, right? So.
Yep. So get out there, like all of our socials, talk about us, tell us what we're doing great, tell us what we're not doing great. We thrive on your feedback. One butt coin and Elodia is now dev. I mean, what's one butt coin worth now?
Oh, jeez.
It's like £80,000. Yeah, sure. Elodia, you can own the server if you want. I don't care.
100,000 even, over 100,000 at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Elodia, you'll become the owner.
Free Elodia Morpher for everyone.
Hype. But yeah. Let's see, is there anything else? Nope.
Don't see anything. Yeah.
Also, guys, remember, on launch, the 13th of September, in the evening time, we're talking roughly about 7 PM UK, 8 PM server time, we will have Venom come and perform his set on Twitch. So, please, I know we spoke about obviously having a live DJ come for launch, but yes, it has been fully confirmed.
Can you give a bit more information there?
Yep, so Venom is a good friend of mine. Well, I say a good friend, he's a friend of a friend. He is a techno-trance DJ. You can find him on Twitch under his username Venom__BE. Oh, if I can stretch, that'd be great.
There we go. The link is also in the chat if you're interested to listen to him.
Yeah, Venom is he is a West Flemish Viking. His sets are absolutely incredible, so he has kindly agreed to come and perform for launch. We're still trying to figure out logistics of it. What we might do is have everyone go to his Twitch channel, and he'll have the Proudmoore banners everywhere. You know, bit of represent. So, yeah, have fun when that comes. But until then, guys, we are still listening. We're still working on everything. I think it's safe to say, and I'm sure I speak for Vinny in this one as well, but we're all really tired, and we want to deliver this perfectly.
Yes.
Who knows what happens? I mean, look, guys, at the end of the day, without sounding like an absolute downer here, but if the server fails, we'll consider it a learning curve, and we'll do something different. for the next time. If it succeeds, we'll keep going with what we do well, and we'll learn from what we're not doing well.
Yeah, we can't do much more, right? We are doing our best here, and yeah, we can't really do much more than that.
And so I think Tyson had a question as well.
Okay.
But he said he doesn't have a Twitch account to keep it online at least 1-2 years. Oh yeah, no, definitely. We will run through the whole life cycle regardless of player count. The only thing that can really happen is if our sister projects, well, our partners, I don't want to say sister because we're nothing related to Athena, but if Twin Star say that they cannot keep us running because we don't do enough, then they can technically turn us off at any moment, and we kind of are powerless to do anything about it. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I know that is a bit of a downer, but I mean, again, we are committed. I think you guys can see this, right? Yeah, and we are doing our best. And if you want to know something, just throw us questions. And yeah, I would say we could stop here, right? Yeah, I mean, we explained this the last time as well. We are sharing the infrastructure with Twinstar, right? So they provide us with their core base. They also have the developers. And when we want something to be fixed or want something to be added, we go through them, and then we go from there, right? So it will then be a matter of, can this be implemented, and just some logistics there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't want to harp on this point, but please bear in mind, we were under attack, and this won't be the last time we will be attacked as well by our old admin, because he pretty much betrayed everyone. We are in a worse position than we were before with, claiming things. So we have to pretty much roll with the punches. We can only play the cards, the hand of cards that were dealt to us. So, yeah. And again, we are really trying our best here. We are working day and night to make this happen. Yeah. Let me check if there's still a question. Okay. Yeah, I think that was really it then. Come here. 1 second. We have a question from Tyson. Could you tell us something about what to expect for PvP? I'm not so interested in PvE.
Nothing. Fuck off.
Jesus Christ. How to tank your how to tank your project in one simple step. Jesus Christ.
God, that was the snappiest fucking comeback I could ever do. Ik hou van jou, broer. PvP. So we don't have a community a PvP manager for the PvP side of things, which will mean, and I'll be honest, all of us in the staff, except for maybe doing a few casual battlegrounds here and there, we are not PvP players. Unlike with the PvE side, where we have a lot of experience, PvP is something that we really don't feel that we can make justifiable changes to make it better. What I can say, and what has been fully agreed, rogues will not be able to use Bone Link Fetish. At all. Nada. Gone. In terms of the legendary weapons and such, we're going to attempt to add a flag to them to basically turn them into a glorified stat stick for competitive PvP. So by competitive PvP, what I mean is we're talking about, what you call it, arenas, rated battlegrounds, those kind of things. But any change for PvP, unless we have a PvP manager come onto the team, will purely be community decided.
Yeah, and I'm posting this in the Twitch chat. If you are up to the task, if you want to give it a try, being a PvP manager, we have an application form. You can also find this on our Discord, and you can apply there. You will be asked some questions, so we know if you're up to the task, you know, and then we will go from there. Yeah, other than that, since Salah mentioned this already, but yeah, we don't have a PvP manager, and we just then can go and poll pretty much you guys what you would like for PvP. Which has, of course, has a lot of is great and all, but also has downsides, right? Because
Yep.
not everyone knows what they are talking about, so we can only go from there then.
Yep, definitely. I'm sorry, I'm still actually kind of laughing at how fast I sniped back at that one. Can we get that clipped?
Yes, 100%.
Where's his message? Did he delete it?
No, it's in the community support channel.
Wrong channel, Tyson. Oh wait, I gave him the wrong channel. My bad, Tyson.
So let me check in-game as well. Do we get kicked if we king Syla in a random battleground?
Sorry, Tyson. In a random battleground? No. I'm not going to do a cry wolf. Naruto, go into our Discord and type !cry wolf. You'll see what I'm talking about. Poor Tyson. People are gonna read that who are not paying attention to this stream and think, what the fuck is going on?
Yes. Most unhinged project owner. Okay.
Sounds awesome, Tyson. Sounds awesome. But yeah, if that's all, hey away. If that's all, guys, we will look to wrap up the stream here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Cool.
Nothing more to add here.
Right then. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us today on the Community Voice stream. And we will see you guys in another couple of weeks. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.